Alright boys, welcome back to the Grand Cross video. Massive patch day we're about to check out in a few seconds now. Should be a new LR, which should be King, but there is some debate about it being Elizabeth, and also should be a new Elaine. So let's check out the patch notes. We should be able to refresh now because he should have just dropped a second ago. And here they are. Okay, let's see who it is. It's Elaine, so surely this is a King to follow it, right? It's quick. Oh my god, it's actually Elizabeth. The LR, the red one. Why have they done this? It's not even Goddess Elizabeth. Why have the LR the red one? No way, bro. Hang on. There's surely something wrong. Why have the LR wait, what does she even do? I mean, the artwork's sick, I'm not gonna lie. But, like, why have the LR Elizabeth the seasonal character for demonic beat battles, bro? Does she even work in PvP? Alright, let's check out what this Elaine does first. So, the King theory is wrong. You lot are actually right. Some people did say it's going to be an actual, Elizabeth, which big brain for them. Honestly, I would have teased it something completely different. So, okay, so Elaine is obviously going to be green. She is going to be, let's just quickly check out her skills. She is, okay, so it looks like actual PvP character. All right, so here is Elaine. So at the start of battle, give a 60% crit defense increase to a fairy ally, I guess all of them, right, for 2 turns. And for each buff effect applied to fairy allies, the damage increased by fairies will be increased by 8% up to a maximum of 32 times. Also, at the start of the allies turn, you're going to lower enemies defense related stats by 20% for 1 turn. It's obviously going to apply each turn. And then for each debuff on the enemy, the allies attack rate stats abilities will be reduced by 5% reduce, increase, I assume, right? By 5% up to 20%. So it looks like you're getting 20%, if you do it properly, 20% attack rate stats. You're getting a 32% damage increase. You're also lowering the defense ability by 20%. So it's a pretty decent actual passive there. I think you're the massive to obviously you have to use fairies though, which is weird. They didn't just give an actual LR King. This will actually be almost perfect. AoE weak point. Oh no. Okay, this is gonna be a bit crazy. They love AoE weak point. This is probably gonna work really well with Sweet Jelly King, because Sweet Jelly King wants to create, also has, I think, weak point AoE as well. So both of them together is gonna be pretty good. Only thing is though, is her actual relic doesn't work because you're not applying shock, so there's no way to get that extra damage increase, or was it 5% increased damage if there's a shock debuff? So you have to somehow get that on the team without actually using another Elaine, so almost impossible basically. And also increase attack rate stats by 30% for allies. All right, this Elaine could be cooking. We'll have to wait and see, man. I think, yeah, from the looks of it, her best ally so far is going to be, obviously, it's going to be Sweet Jelly King. I guess you bring Hellbrum. I don't know which one, though, which is what, I mean, it would make sense to give him an LR right now. So, I think what I'm thinking right now is maybe King is the next Festival character, and this Elaine is going to be a must-have, since I thought we were going to get King now for the LR, but if we haven't got King, then that almost confirms the next Festival character to be King. Maybe I'm wrong, but this looks like they're gearing up to another King, and maybe that King comes up with shock, and that'll make this Elaine even work even better. So something to look out for. The character also comes with an actual costume bonus, to where if you actually have the full outfit and you clear an actual coin dungeon, which is the coin dungeon, so you have to spend the material to, or your actual 2-week allowance onto the actual coin dungeon. You receive 1 random box of costume enhancement materials, so you're gonna get probably a bunch of enhancement materials to get obviously your characters leveled up for the costumes, which is yeah, all right. I would have preferred an actual, a UR or an LR pendant, or not LR pendant, SSR pendant. That would have been quite nice. The banner is probably one of the worst things I've ever seen. So, yeah, kind of what you expect. All right, so it also say that this Elaine is going to be added towards the Demon Fairy Goddess tickets, the SSR ones. They've actually removed the line where they start saying they're going to be added to the SSR pool, the actual tickets, right? Because they stopped updating it. So they just kind of just said no, we're not doing up. No, we're not promising anymore. But it doesn't look like this is a seasonal in some way. Maybe I'm wrong, but seasonals don't get added to the actual tickets. Or am I wrong? I have to wait and see. All right, so this was the Elizabeth's actual skill. So she does all attack and heals the allies. She also recovers. I mean, I'm curious how they're going to change this, because this is absolutely terrible. The passive or the relic's actually good though, and also remove debuffs and increase defense related stats abilities, and heals, and also gives allies 2 orbs. So a really bad character. So see how they actually handle her. So her actual passive. Oh, she's a PV character. Okay, so each time an ally recovers HP, you would actually increase the actual recovery rate. But now is in PvE, each time an ally recovers HP, the ally's basis stats increase by 6% up to a maximum of 30%. So 30% basis stats. Each time you use a skill, your single target gauge will increase by 1, and when you're use an attack skill, remove all buff effects of the enemies before skills activate. So does this look like a demonic beat battle character? I think so. Also, in all content, each time you use a recovery skill, you're going to increase your recovery. So they kind of just buffed up the actual first passive while adding oh, not even buffed it. It's the same, but now they limit it to less time. So yeah, you can use the character in PvP. It's just the actual PvE basis stat increase is not going to work. And in skill 1, what it did do was obviously deal damage and heal the lowest HP target, and also all allies the more you increase it. Well, now it's going to obviously deal rush damage, which is more damage, more HP, a little bit of an attack skill actually, and also restore actual HP. You know, this could be alright then actually. And then the actual skill 2, which before just removed debuffs, is the exact same. Looks like it. No, they've increased the defense rate stats abilities, but now applies in the tier 1. So getting a... she's red though. Oh, you could have used on the Nafumi team. Getting a 5% increased defense rate stats ability on turn 1. Turn 1 with a tier 1 and also for 2 turns. That's actually pretty good. That's almost like a Nanashi buff basically, which is actually really, really good. And then the actual ultimate is now going to do almost the exact same, but now it's going to increase the actual attack rate stat abilities by 30% for 2 turns. Okay, this don't seem too great for PvP. You definitely can use it from the looks of it because it will be a bit of a DPS AoE rush, but I think Will had that right. Flood didn't really work out too well, and also I guess the defense rate stats ability is kind of nice. I'm not too sure what I'd go towards. I guess maybe you use on the Mael, but surely you still rather use Goddess Elizabeth. And yeah, this definitely looks like more the multi-beat battle character. I will say, I guess it's kind of nice they've done this and not someone like Goddess Elizabeth. It looks like anyone can now get this actual LR feature. It doesn't have to be the most popular character of that particular character. So, for example, you know, Derriere, the red one, I think it should be obviously because that's more the one true to how she is in the series. But just because she was the better Derriere, it doesn't mean she has to get it. Maybe the blue one gets it. Maybe the green one gets it. And that's something I guess is quite nice. And it doesn't have to be iconic characters like how we thought, because it started off with obviously, you know, Escanor and also Lost Vein and went towards honestly utter trash and probably still mid character. Also, maybe a little update towards the actual Heroes Arena. It looks like you're now going to get a little buff if you do bring the seasonal character. Rather than increase stats, I think you're now going to get a little buff. Not too much, maybe like 10% HP stats or HP. I imagine that's what she's going to do. And then going down, there's new Tower Trials. And it looks like you are going to get that free outfit of the free headpiece for the Elaine. And also the weapon, but you do need to get the outfit by putting the character. So at least the outfits are free, you don't have to actually pay for them because you do have to pay for the actual Liz one. It looks like, oh, they're actually adding the outfit. I think we already have this in the game. Okay, so Elizabeth is getting an outfit. I think this is already in the game and you can already purchase it for 30 damage or 20 damage when it was on sale a while ago. So you missed out on it, you can now get it for free with the Hawk Pass mileage, the actual scraps. And I believe that is it. Really good artwork once again. And that is it. A big surprise, I'm not gonna lie. We all thought it was gonna be King, but there was a few people out there, and I guess the background did actually hint towards Elizabeth, although I would have teased it a bit more better because Elizabeth wasn't even there. Like, you know, it actually would have made more sense to get actually, you know, Margaret, if anything. Yeah, I guess that's how it is. So, boys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for this Elaine? I think she's definitely going to confirm an actual Festival King, and that's going to probably lead into that. And this Elaine with that new Festival King is going to be probably top tier broken. And this Elizabeth is maybe going to help out a bit more in actual Skull and Hearty, because I think people did use this one, or maybe it was Alette, but maybe they used an actual Skull and Hearty. So, doing season, boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.